New research suggests that tweeting about negative feelings might make you feel better. This study comes with some caveats, but hey, if the findings turn out to be true, then maybe you'll walk away with a new way to cut down on some bad feelings.
Yeah, so this study came up with findings by analyzing 75,000 Twitter accounts, and it processed their tweets using what's called a sentiment analysis tool. I used to work as a social media marketer, and I worked with a lot of these tools. They analyze the language used in tweets and Facebook posts and other social media posts, and brands will use them to kind of measure the sentiment around their brand. The limitation with these sentiment analysis tools is, of course, that language is always changing, and the way people use language is always changing. But the study was based on previous psychological research, so it definitely has legs.
Right. So researchers were looking for accounts that tweeted straightforwardly about feelings. Stuff like, I feel really bad, or I'm feeling awesome. Tweets like this are what's called affect labeling. And previous psychological research suggests that it has a therapeutic effect, especially if the affect labeled is negative. Even just putting dark feelings into words seems to lessen those dark feelings. So the sentiment analysis tool the researchers used was called the Valence Aware Dictionary and Sentiment Reader, or VADER. Exactly. And that rated the positivity or negativity of tweets. They found that affect labeling worked differently for positive emotions than it did for negative emotions. Negative affect labeling usually brewed for a long time. A tweet like, I feel really bad, usually came after a long string of tweets with negative VADER scores. Positive affect labeling, on the other hand, came on suddenly, with much less wind-up. The tweets themselves had different effects too. Tweeting, I feel really bad, typically made people feel better. Or at least the tweets that came after a straightforward expression of unhappiness like that had higher VADER scores. Tweeting, I feel amazing, on the other hand, had the opposite effect. In a way, though, these are both facets of the same phenomenon. Expressing or labeling an emotion tends to diffuse it and bring you, or at least your tweets, back to a neutral emotional state. But it's not clear if tweets are a good way to measure someone's genuine emotional state. People pretend to be happy on social media all the time, and even when we do express that we're sad, we do it in careful and curated ways. This study may really be evidence that people only tweet about their darkest emotions sporadically, so they don't seem like a drag. It's also unclear if affect labeling actually causes feelings to dissipate. It's more plausible with negative emotions. I mean, if people respond with a bunch of supportive messages, that could understandably make you feel better and put you in a better mood. But why would tweeting about joy deplete it? Instead, it might just lessen over time because that's what all feelings do. Still, the next time you're feeling rough, it might not hurt to tweet about it. Let us know if it helps.